Psychological James here. Hello there, Wall. And continuing Tokyo Dark, episode 8. Dang, so man, like 6 was a 2-hour episode at least. Um, Hopefully we're almost done here. Okay. Oh shit. You've gotta be kidding me. Funny, me and some of the other guys were just talking about UFO patches the other day. Scientifically, we were taken back as to how long it would be before you showed your face again. Same you coming in here now cost me 10,000 yen. Eek. Not that it matters ever since you laughing. I laugh at looking up for me. I won the last department Kilo tournament and I've been enjoying my promotion. Oh yeah. Thanks for the new office, by the way. Anyway, non-active duty cops are you? In other words, out allowed in the HQ right now, so what do you want? Oh man, this gets better and better. Begging me for a favor, huh? Kinda figured you might someday. So what do you want me to do, Ito? Sneak into the Evans locker, share your gun back for ya? Ha, like I'd do anything for you. The boss have already told everyone in the damn season to take care of you. You considered bad luck for people's colors, where myself included, I suppose. Wouldn't expect anyone to do you any favors here and out if I were you. And I'd rather that people see us talking and thinking that we're all family or something. Now get out before I have to call someone down here. Hey, Sap. What the hell are you thinking? What the hell do you think you're doing? Say where you are. Tell. You too safe. Huh? Say you really are a case. As Casey as they say. You know that. It's a little bit too bad at the moment. Said you really are as crazy as they say. You know that? If You think I'll keep this quiet? You wrong. Shut up, child. Tess, I need you to do exactly as I say. Sarah, Ituto, whatever you say. Go and look up a fire for me. What fire? On March 5th, 1996, there was a raid on a compound belonging to a cult called the Kirker. I need a copy of the police report and anything else I'm lacking. That's going to take me a bit of while to run the search, so don't do anything rash, Ituto, please. Harry, you're serious, aren't you? Maybe you should put down the gun and we can talk about it. To adults, detective to detective. Guess you don't see me as a detective until a gun's to your head, huh? You always swear loosely at dealing with people, Tara. March 5th, 1994, I found it, Ituto, but I can't protect you this time. And why would you do something like this? This isn't the Enya I know. There's no way I can look the other way with this. You know that, don't you? I know. Copy that repair onto a USB and paste it on the counter. Tara, get down on your knees. Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you if you stay put. No sudden movements. Don't try anything, trust me. I know all the tricks a lot better than you do. I'm going to grab the USB off the counter and leave. That's it. Don't come after me, Tara. Ituto, you zoomed into a police station, hired a detective and a staff member at hostage and sold files. Exactly what outcome do you expect here? I won't come after you now, but someday the cops will catch up to you. Someday soon. Tara's right, of course. There's no way I'm saying a free woman for long. How this will all and I don't know. But I know they won't catch me. I know how this department works too, where it's deficit. If I keep moving it and they don't say in one pace too long, I'll be alright. For now at least. I got what I came for. I need to move. This is a dumb move. No, I thought if I had that into something on paper, the confusion would go away. What I felt when I heard the mass isn't supposed to be rare, but 12 people died in the car that had it. Lions mixed up in it somehow. It's a coincidence. It has to be. The historian talked about cartoon. But people in carts believe anything. But that doesn't explain what I've seen. Enough. I want the tooth, I want the last, and this only makes it more confusing. Keep going, have to keep going. It seems sane now, but you find a tooth. Find something, anything. Find a tooth, make anything narrow. There is tooth in here. 2 kids and an adult get out. That matches what Tasty said. Why is the location of the top secret? It's all being covered up. They don't want me to find it. But I'll find the tooth one way or another. We isn't care, but it's obvious something terrible happened at the Kowloon compound. No doubt the mass had a part to play in those 12 people's deaths, and one or another it found its way to Luann afterwards. She said she was searching for the dead, which means her connection to it is no mere coincidence either. The character said the path in the dark would never reveal itself unless I understood her past. The repair is a dead end for now, but it gave me another lead, a talent agency called Omega. It's not a whole lot to go on, but maybe I'll find the connection I need to connect the dots. For now, all I can do is go to Kurgan and ask around. Now, forget those pears. She doesn't need the pears. She takes her pears, dude. Gets all sleepy like. The character mentioned a talent agency by the name of Omega Heron with ties to Luann. And as there's a big sign advertising it, which I highly doubt I need to ask around to find it. Based on the genocide that buried I guess this space is no normal, but who knows how many of the places around here like usually have dipped their fingers into. Seems this cup is pretty popular and it already has a lot of customers. Maybe talking to some of the wagons would give me a good idea to start looking for Omega. Can I ask you something? Yeah, sir, you don't need my permission. You heard of an agent around here called Omega? Omega? No, doesn't ring a bell. Why? What's it to you? I'm looking for a missing guy. Missing, huh? Was he Farron working for a nightclub? Maybe working for some of the other types or clubs? I don't remember. Ask me. you were playing that again, only if you knew about the agency. Either way, answer's the same. I don't know. No, I'm mad. You probably won't find it, even if I did. Girls go missing all the time around here if you catch my drift. Care to be made suspected? No, I don't. Don't think you that Democrat types could handle it. Let's just say that F1 is so nice to the ladies in these paces as I am, and leave it at that. Say the part with captains like that, and you're bound to end up in trouble. So if you want help, go ask someone else. Hello, can you spare a minute? How long have you been? Me, I just so there was a big scary guy with a scar here a little. Be fair, he acted family enough, but he made me feel a little uneasy. Kept asking me what I was doing here and if I wanted to go somewhere and have a drink with his friends. Honestly, I've been waiting for a good moment to duck out. Think you made the right decision by saying put? If you ask me, have you ever heard of a talent agent around here called Omega by chance? No, haven't heard of it. I've seen that effort in this past time. A fan invited me out here for a few drinks, but she hasn't shown her face yet, except to sink of some sort of weird set of anyway. I should have some pride, so I'm not going to tuck my tail in one this yet. Good luck finding that agency or whatever you're looking for. And if you see that guy I mentioned earlier, fight you back. Hey, do you know this area? What? I had a cat back. What? Speak up. I can't hear you. The speaker's right here. You got it. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for information. What? You very soon said things like that around here. So, excuse me, miss. We're hoping you might join us next day. Consider it an from besides, it's a much nicer vino than this though. Yeah, in fact, we'd be happy to escape. Good answer. Fire us. Tuesday, welcome, come in. Let me introduce introduce myself. I'm Mercy Fink. I appreciate you coming by to talk. You folks didn't give me much of an option. The hell you think you are calling me a thug? We're businessmen. You got that? Oh, I've got it alright. But don't think that Jackson in a suit makes you any less of a thug. Say enough where you cop. Enough. You say enough where and I make you wish you hadn't. Now get out, both of you. Yes, boss. My apologies. The quality of help you can find these days isn't quite up to the standard that it was in my father's time. My dogs can be difficult to tame, but they come around even if I have to beat it into them. Sit down, relax. Can I get you a drink? Why not? Someone get her a glass and one for me as well. Why don't we skip the small talk and tell me why I'm here? I'm getting to that. Seems you're a woman who doesn't like to waste time. Good as luck would have it, neither am I. Let's get right to it. He said a while ago a couple of men downstairs ran up to tell me you, a cop had walked past my bar and into one of my nightclubs. Then I heard you've been sniffing around asking about one of my investments. Investments, you mean Omega? Smoker, tell me, Emo Itato, why is it that a cop is going around asking pointed questions like that? Mere curious, sir, not this any cop, but a publicly sane cop on leave. A sane cop who's had a history of how did they wear it. Ah yes, a history of psychological episodes. How do you know all that? We all have friends, Detective Itato, and then detectives. And when detectives are wandering around my part of the city, my friends tell me everything I want to know. Honestly, you don't seem all that crazy to me as to why you ever Omega, let's say you preclude my intentions. Sally looked at us. Look at us. You said no small talk, and here we are off at the bushes somewhere. Let's get back on track, Sally. As you not acting in any official capacity, it's safe to say that no one knows you here, correct? No, I suppose they don't. And you position I might have tried to buy, but I appreciate the honesty. It was a radical correction anyway. I know for a fact that there's no one coming for you. Funny you don't cite me as the super type, and yet you're wearing often a den, den of vipers. If you fired your neck saying I knew soda, so do you want to do something so reckless? You can skip the facts. If you wanted to do something to me, you'd have done it already. Plus, you're smart enough to know not to hail a cop, even one in my position. Ah, good, I like you. Giving you perfectly demon. I doubt you're working with one of my competitors, and you definitely not here for you police buddies. Okay, I give up. I have to know what exactly is it you want to know about Omega. I'm looking for this girl. Her name is Lena. I was told she was involved with the agency somehow. I want to know what happened to her. How very noble of you. Figuring that out might be a bit difficult, as I'm afraid Omega is an extremely recent acquisition. To get back further, you have to talk to its passing infirmary owner, a man named Iga Husas. As it so happens, that makes two of us who'd like to have a word with him. Like peas in a pod, us two. Unfortunately, when he handed over the business, he became a bit, how should I put this, forgetful about his outstanding debt to us, and the paraffin is so scared of me that he's ignoring all my costs, probably thinking I'd do something awful to him if I found him. I can't imagine how he'd get that idea, can you? Maybe he'd prefer talking to a police officer instead of talking to me. I'm not some green recruit. I know how this works. By now, what's the catch? You tell me where he was and send me on my way for nothing. Of course I went. You'd have to prove that you can be trusted first. There's someone else I need you to talk with. A bit of a softer target than I goes. Pretty good there, right? Everything you're looking for in exchange for one little job. Oh, don't make this more difficult than it has to be. You're the Avanti, so why fight it? I know a lot about you, top of your cast, and one of the best detectives on the force. You ain't meant something as Pastly as murders get in the way of good information, would you? I've heard about you too, Kesna. Mer, actually, I heard a lot about your father. As you should. And my father was a good man. It's not surprising you know more about him than me. That changed soon enough. I won't be a footnote in history much longer. My father was always undervalued the pile of information, but I really get to know the people I associate with. You, for instance, everything you've done paints the picture of someone very who's very demanded and desperate to find this gear of yours. Don't let other people tell you otherwise, detective. I think those shades are a wonderful combination. However, it also means you don't have a whole lot of bargain pie right now. If you don't want to work with me, that's fine. You can go home and quietly overdose on whatever medication that they've got you on instead. Furthermore, I could this refuse you recast altogether, but that'd be so barren. We both have we both need something, so let's help each other out instead. Do the job I ask, and I'll tell you what I know about you, about Biddle. As I was saying, like him, there's another business owner, and Helga Black, who is unfortunately behind on her payments as well. Sexy saying too, I really wanted a straightforward relation with this one. See, I help out with a few friends and in exchange she kicks back a little of her business. Sometimes we send over new contracts to renegotiate the terms of our mutually benefit relationship. Sadly, she's new gated to sign the newest one. I'm a cop, not some Yahtzee deck collector do-it-yourself. Ha ha ha. Suspended cop, you can't pride your badge around as proof that you some white knight anymore. Due to the recent transit of fire, I can't do it myself this minute. The dogs at Tokyo Police Headquarters are paying whenever me or any of my men are seen outside of Kitzbühel. I'm not asking you to cub someone's head in. I'm only asking you to give them a family reminder to keep up to date on their paperwork. Easy, right? Well, here, take it. Do this for me. Now felt a bit more comfortable giving out information about Omega. Also, I'll remind you with you Peyton Reaver. It should be insanely if it got out that you were meeting with UG. Rent it blackmail, huh? That's such an ugly word in here. I thought we were becoming friends. No, I just sat in the say in the facts of the situation is all. Hate how Satan is used like satin, whatever. The business you go into is a cat cafe and Cruz can give you the address on the way out. Wait, a cat cafe? What, a cat cafe? What else would it be? Well, a cat cafe or a cat-made cafe? What? Are we talking about cats? Or people just like cats? A freaking cat cafe, actual cats, durable passes. Why would I invest in some stupid maid cafe? Cats, normal cats. I'm all worked up. Look, get that contract signed and we'll talk. Great. Welcome back. I think Tano remembers you. He must be appreciative of all you have to make him feel better. Although I've had to stop the deliveries of Susan, even the smell seems to set off his buyers. Another cook added to an already cookie character. Maybe it's a sign that you were right about the fish. Yeah, listen, we need to talk. Okay, say, why the serious face? What's wrong? How exactly does the owner of the get matched up with the yacht? What do you mean? I met someone recently who gave me a contact with your name on it to sign. I read it and it seems like you owe quite a bit of money. Why? I've been around this kind of stuff for a long time. I can't figure out how a cat cafe owes that kind of money. Wait, you working for him? Why? I'm not working for anyone. I've got to do this contact, and is this contact and you name, and I want to know why. The truth is, this place isn't all above bed air. It is, but it wasn't always. I didn't buy money or anything that so good. When I was setting up this place, I was just trying to stay above water, but the building owner kept coming by to complain, and then these government types and health inspectors kept knocking. I never realized how complicated open up a place like this in Tokyo could be. All those walls and regulations, all I ever wanted was to help out the kittens and make people happy. Nancy came by, someone who loved cats as much as I did. She offered to help me smooth things over with everyone. I mean, I saw the tattoos and everything, but I don't think you should judge people because of how they look. I said don't. There was no way I was going to stay open and keep my kitties if I didn't get help fast. So I accepted her help and things got better pretty quickly after that. The building owner stopped complaining and all the permits fell to my lap. Maybe you think I was stupid, but most the cats here would be spayed or dead if I didn't get her help. For a while, I thought I was saved by a guardian angel after all. She loved the cats and she was kind of family to me. That's been quite true. It's been quite true. The business with condoms bars was the first incident I've had in months. About 2 months after accepting him help when I was chosen up and the shop some man showed up with a contract like the one you hold in. They said it was fair services rendered or something like that. It wasn't much at the time, so I signed it. I owed her a lot after all, and I was doing pretty well. Only they kept coming back, and every time they came back, they had a new cat. Every contact wanted more and more money. It's getting out of hand. I can't keep up anymore. Kazun won't even see me anymore to talk about it. You didn't really think you'd get a favor from the for nothing, did you? I wasn't being greedy either, though. I thought she was trying to help. Help in the only way she knows how. Please, you have to help me. The amount of money they've asked for is out of hand. I'm doing welfare now, but if they got their way, I'd be out of business. You have to tell Tuesday. Please tell her that if this pace coasts down, all these cats, there be no place for them to go. The pair kitties, there be put now. I can't support them myself. I don't think animal services would let me keep them. I couldn't live with someone if that happened. I'm begging you, Ito. Don't do this. That's it? That's all you're going to say? I don't have time for this signing. Don't have time. This is my life. Do you even realize what you're doing? If I sign it, all of these guys will be homeless and worse. I've signed them all. Next time, try a business that doesn't go to the mom for help. If you don't sign it with me, someone else is going to come next, and you cats will be in even more danger than that. Give me that. There, fine, it's signed. Are you happy now? No one cares about me. They only care about themselves. But remember, it's not just me you hear. It's the cats too. That's on you conscience now. Get out. And go and never come back. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I knew you could be captain. We're not so different, you and I have the feeling there are many ways we can have each other. If you hearing doesn't go as planned, come find me. Better yet, if you hearing does go where I could always use a few more friends in the department. Now that this business is behind us, remind me again what you were after. I want to speak to Omega's company and about getting assigned to his agency. That's what I'm missing agency accident and one of his many projects. What a desperate little man, I'll tell you now. I had no problem taking control of the business from him. I left him as passing to keep a few of his clients happy, a decision I regret. Unfortunately, I'm this as in the dark about where he disappeared to as you. I'm afraid there's a there though. Where you were out, I got an address to one of his old hideouts and the code to get in. I can't guarantee you'll find anything there, but I said I'd tell you what I knew, and that's what I know. I haven't sent one of you soldiers to check it out for you. Soldiers, I like you, but don't push it. As I said earlier, me and my man can't afford to be spotted right now, especially in an area getting so much special attention. Special attention doesn't Kara get enough attention on its own. Kara is what it is, but this isn't in Kuda. This particular spot got its replication and subsequently it's at a place Patas a bit more frequent recently. In fact, I have there's an ongoing investigation going on there. I heard you'd be immediately familiar with that area and incident that happened there. I coulda on the loss of your partner, Detective Tycop, by the way. All the papers are wasn't to make you out of to be incomplete or worse yet, some sort of psycho killer Madden, isn't it? My friends in police headquarters say you two are close. That's no way to lose someone you love. I suppose it's not too much to ask. What really happened? Was there really someone there that night? Things on the coordinates, but what happened on that night isn't something I want to discuss right now. Suit yourself. Let's change the suspect back to Gene. It took a bit of digging to find that address. Seems he was keeping a second hideout in Sujan under a fake name. Now that we know where it is, he probably knows too. I highly doubt he'd be stupid enough to stay hauled up in it. But I also doubt he'd be smart enough to completely tear the piece out, before he left town area either. There's probably something in there that would lead us right to him. Get what you want, then let Kazoo know where the sign is so we can straighten him out. He'll get those fantasies of running away out of his head. The code to the door is 11235. And an aerial video, can't remember what episode it was. It was like, who owns this keypad? Who owns this keypad? And what would the code be, at least? Yeah. All I said was, who owns this keypad? It's gotta be this keypad. So now we know who owns the keypad and the code to it. 11235. That's the only keypad lock on the sea. You can't miss it. For what it's worth, I wish you good luck finding your little girl, but remember, you can't save them all. Aiming to Emilo and whatnot. Well, they messed it up so many times. Okay. Huh? It worked? Looks like Kanani's tip wasn't a lie. So, I guess this time we can actually use the keypad. All we had to do last time it was like, look at keypad. That's a sense. I know that, man. Anyone who's worked Hallmark long enough knows it. I can't. Seems like the inside of the lock has been fared off. It didn't move at all. Must be reinforced. It seems to be locked. I can't open. No good. It's as if someone is holding it from the office. Ruby, I knew a girl like that once. She's gone now. Is the source of the smell like the body's pretty bad shape. Whoever did it though took enough time to manipulate the corpse. The internal organs have been disrupted. Maybe he moved. What's this? There's a paper bag with the name Hitsuda written on it. Did Ryan do this? Nothing's changed. This right there. Nothing to see here. Where's that noise coming? Sounds like something is trying to escape from the inside. The Raritan fact why. Okay. This TV doesn't look like it's been moved in years, and is covered by a thick layer layer of dust. I doubt it even works, maybe. So that's a very scares off them took in this room. They don't look like the professional headsets an agency would take. They all look so sad and young. I've got a pretty good what these pictures were used for and the types of people they might have been sent to. And so it's true. To think you were trapped in a place like this, what happened to you? Huh? Something's happening? You back early? Yeah, I don't fare well. I think I'll go to bed early tonight. Ruby, don't act near me. Lately it's been the same excuses over and over. I don't know what you're talking about. Ruby, my sweet little Ruby. You think because that one song was a hit, you can just stop working? That money's all gone, sweetheart. We spent it all trying to get you a record deal. Don't you think it's unfair to eat my food and stay here for free without doing any work, Ruby? Hey, stop crying. Stop crying, I'm talking to you. Snap, please, I don't mean it. I'm not out do another song, I'll make it up to you. I promise I just don't want to. That's exactly why I'm setting up all those meetings for you. You make the white and passion with those guys and they'll take you places. Speaking of which, I got a call a little while ago from Ms. Maza. Know what he told me? He told me that you were being a little disagreeable with him last night at his place. You know that he's one of our best clients, don't you? The things he can do for you girls is where I shouldn't even need to tell you. I sent you to him because he said there was something special about you. In fact, he said out of all the girls here, he particularly wanted to meet you. I did you a big favor by making that happen. And you compensate my generously by sitting in a room crying and telling me you don't fare well or whatever excuse you came up with next. I couldn't. He tried to. I don't care what he tried to do. You should have met him. When I took you in, you were a vulnerable, tiny girl who was already far in school, but I saw you potential. I could already tell how pretty it'd be when you were older. That's all those men care about, how I look. So what? You think I took you in because of how smart you were? You're an idol. You're supposed to be looked at. Most men would fall over themselves to meet a pretty like you, but you ruin it for everyone when you sit there crying. What are you doing? I'm sick of looking like an idiot, Ruby. You made me do this.
なんてこと。
Oh, that's the Musaki thingy. I wonder if nothing to see. Oh, the noise stopped. Okay, let's see. Ruby, I can't stand to see you like this. You're not gonna fare better saying coped up in here. Listen, I got you that photo shoot lined up tonight, the one with myself. Are you even listening? Don't make me go back. I don't want to go out. Let me say here. What's wrong with you? Please, don't make me. I'm afraid to go. Far as I can tell, all you're afraid of is success. I've fallen over myself to make you a sad, but you do. You never get anywhere if you lock yourself away. What? You not going to say anything? You can't treat me this way. I gave you your name, your music, and nah, everything else. Oh, but you think you're special, right? Let me break it to you, honey, you not. There's loads of other girls in this business just like you, and they'll do what they have to without complaining about it. They understand how important it is to keep clients happy, and I'm sorry it's not all butterflies and fires, but they're not some native little girl anymore. There, you're a woman now. Hey, Elf to Ruby, I'm trying to give you some advice here, and you're not even listening. Ruan, my name is Ruan. What you just say, Ruan? Who's that? Oh yeah, that was the name from some pathical little foster girl I picked up. When I go back to being her, just say the word and I'll throw you out there myself. If you think you've got it so bad now, let's count the seconds between you hitting the seats and being back in foster care. You're dead in some gut hit. Not so talkative now. What are we, Rowan? Or is it Ruby, the girl who was successful, the girl who could make it if she would just do what she was told? Sorry, I'm sorry. I lost my temper, but you gotta see things my way. You were special, you know that. I saw, so much potential in you, such a beautiful young girl. I wanted to raise you up and show you what life could be. Then you reject me and everything I can offer you. It's a shame. You say pretty Ruby, so pretty, but not when you mope around. Look, I get it. You, a teenager, you wanna try it out, right? Fine, but when you're done with that, you're going back out there. You think I want to send you to all those little meetings with Massa and guys like him? I'd rather you were successful so we don't have to do that. I'm on you. If you work harder, you won't have to do things like that. Stop crying. You're not a child anymore. It's not. I just want to go home. Where do you think that you are? You are home. This is as good as it gets to get for a girl like you. Tomorrow you're going to go with Misa and do whatever it is he tells you to do. You'd stop this crying and you'd start making some money. Maybe it was a mistake to think you'd end up being special. Turns out there's another disappointment, another. There's something laying on the mat. It's a newspaper dated 23rd, 2003. The article's titled "One Hit Wonder Ruby Commits Suicide That Can't Be." That was over 10 years ago. Her real name was withheld from the past, but her picture is here. According to the article, her son went to her room and found it locked. He called to her. She didn't answer. I thought she must have been tired. She said she's been working hard on a new song. He only faced the door when he noticed the smell where he found her hanging from the rafters. She'd hung herself almost 2 days before. Probably in this room. Maybe there's another room. There's more. Probably in this room. There's more. Though Mr. and Mrs. Hara had adopted her years before, Ruby was not made to work and loved being an idol more than anything in the world. Her song "Look For Me" will go on sale again this month, with all sales going to various suicide prevention charities. I've read through the sadness that's in the room is the same awful feeling I felt in the sewers. Is that Lorenz? Is that what I was supposed to see? first sick that matter. How many years did Hansen pass when in the booze before she murdered him? And when she looked the same as she does now, 16 years old, a child. Hansen had her locked up and she tried to take back control the only way she thought she could. Only she came back, and all that pain and suffering came back with her. When I was in that room, I could feel it like it was my own, and that's not the first time I felt it too. The dark was seeped in it as soon as I realized that it was like the air changed. I can sense a pulse now, like a heartbeat firing me, but it's not enough. The mask could help me find the dare, and I can fear the dark, but the path there isn't open to me. What am I missing? My gut tells me it's the old Korean woman. She has to tell me what happened. Okay, I'm guessing this is where I ended for this video. I won't be fixing this video with the audios up all the way. Has to do with the kind of software you use, and that takes time because you have to render it and whatnot. And I believe that is, yeah, you'd have to do that. Thanks for watching, and good day.